Know their family before you say I do. It is not enough to just love someone and then you jump into marrying them without getting to know their family. Like sometimes you guys will just meet in the city and then you fall in love, and the next thing you wed each other and become a husband and a wife. It is not proper. Before you say I do, do the best you can to get to know his or her family. This advice is for both male and female, but please, as a woman, especially as an African woman living in Africa, take this more seriously than men, because in the end, as a woman, most times you are always at the receiving end. You must have heard about, when some men die, in some cultures, how the women are subjected to untold tortures. Sometimes when a man dies, a woman is stripped of everything that a man owns. There's a recent one right now going on where a woman's husband has been in the mortuary for months now, and the family is making things difficult for the wife. They want to take everything that belongs to the man, and they still want the woman to sponsor the burial, requesting for a very outrageous amount of money. Now, a woman that is supposed to be mourning her husband, she's being subjected to serious mental tortures because of the kind of family that her husband comes from, a family that doesn't care about each other. There are people some siblings that are just waiting for their brother to die so that they can take over the house, take over other properties, take over the business. They don't care about the woman and her children. It's a common thing happening in many cultures. So before you say I do, endeavor to know the family. Then there's another reason why you need to know the families. Some families are very toxic. The way they treat wives is terrible. And if you don't ask questions, if you don't get to know those families before entering, you may live to regret it. If possible, find out about other women who have been married into the family and how they are treated. That will give you a full glimpse of how you too will be treated. Find out about the parents of the person you want to marry, how they treat each other. To a very reasonable extent, that is how, if the guy's parents or if the woman's parents, let's say if the guy's father treated their mother badly, there's every chance that it may happen. It's just very few exceptions that sons don't take after their fathers. If the mother treated their father badly, there's every chance that this woman will treat you badly. If there is hatred in the family, there's every chance that may creep into your own marriage if you're not careful. Sometimes these people are not bad people per se, but their childhood programming is very strong at it is almost impossible to remove them from it. Don't just get up and jump into families. There are families that are known to be troublesome. So that you meet in the city and love each other. See, marriage goes beyond that butterfly in your stomach. No matter how much you love each other, some problems will destroy that love. So know the family you are going into before you say I do. Don't just meet in the city and start loving, start getting committed without getting to know their families. Sometimes after you've gone so far in the relationship, you've gotten so committed without minding about that family or without bothering about the kind of family you're going into. When the reality hits you, you will wish you never married such a man or woman. And like I said, women are usually the worst hit. That's why, as a woman, you must take that so seriously. It's not as if men are not affected. Some men who marry into toxic families are also facing their own troubles. But in most cases, women pay dearly for hurriedly going into marriage with a man they don't know anything about their families. While we expect the best, we also sometimes need to be realistically hoping for the worst. So ask yourself, the man that you are getting to marry today, what if anything happens to him? How will his family treat you? How do they treat each other? How do they treat wives? How do they treat husbands? How do they treat? There are some men that are married to families that are frustrating them right now. Mother-in-laws, father-in-laws that are frustrating them. There are men that are married. There are women that are also married into families with siblings. Some siblings can ruin a marriage. Some parents can ruin a marriage. Ask yourself, what kind of parents does he have? What kind of parents does she have? What kind of siblings does he or she have? This will guide you into what to expect. So don't just go because you are in love. Love is not enough. Find out the family. Sometimes so there's need to find out about diseases in the family. There are cases though I cannot really say, medically, but sometimes they say that madness runs in some families. I cannot verify that anyway. But there are other hereditary diseases that can run in a family. Are you prepared to face that? These things are important. There are also some things that parents may have committed that may have attracted some causes. I've seen that too. Are you ready to face that? This is me being realistic here. So before you say I do, make sure you know his or her family. Be sure that you are ready to take whatever that comes out of the marriage. And when you see that the family is not the type you want to marry into, ask questions. People will always give you information. If you see that there's a family you cannot go into, abort mission with the relationship rather than going into the marriage that will keep you in pains for as long as possible. Marriage is not some home videos. Reality will hit you when you make that mistake of marrying into a family that you're not supposed to marry into. This is Made to Last TV. If you have been blessed by this message, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you again in the next episode.